Good morning, beautiful. I do hope that this finds you well rested and ready to begin your day. This is your daily tarot and oracle, your daily insight on life and love for January 6th, 2022, also being timeless. Wherever you're catching in time, this could be extremely relevant, horribly irrelevant, a joke, awesome. I'm not sure there's any place this can go. It's general collective, never force this to fit your life. If you do have questions about booking a private session or seeing what services I provide, go ahead and reach out on the provided email address. Also, you can find me on the social platforms and send me a DM. Listen, I'm looking at the cards right here. It happened fast. Somebody was unstable. Somebody was completely off the rocker. There was nobody who was in their right mind with this that you were dealing with. And I see the fight that happened. I see the fight. And it was a big flipping nothing with you. And this actually, I feel like you've been bullied. I do. Whoever this is involving, I feel like they bullied you. But I also see that you are kind of free from it. I'm thoroughly enjoying your freedom in this. I feel like you have overcome, because I see like you see these people for exactly who they are. And I think that you've seen that you've outgrown them, like you have grown past them. Not that anyone's inferior or beneath you, but it's like, oh, you're an idiot. Okay, no, I got it now. All right, no, you're not working on yourself. You're an idiot and you're taking on everything around you. Cool, I see it now, which is great for you because I'm like, this person who's watching this is really getting control of themselves. They are really emotionally set, mature. They can handle this. They're just not going along with the king and queen energy completely on their keister. I don't care about the gender of this. The gender doesn't matter. It just says king and queen. They are unstable. And I think that this was the effort to make you unstable. Isn't that funny? So, look. The truth is coming out about it. They are complete, what's a good word for this? They're jerks, they're idiots, they're morons. This is not something that you want to deal with. They are volatile. I'm getting specifically that this is a volatile energy. And you don't have to put up with squad. You don't have to put up with anything. This happens so fast. You're like, oh, I'm going to go this way. That's exactly what this feels like. So let's look even more into this situation. So tell me about the opposing party of this. Let's see. We also have that. They were naive when it came to dealing with you. I feel like they could pull one over on you. I really feel like they did try and pull one over on you. Like you're just some happy, simple-minded moron. No, sorry. There's simplicity in life, granted. You're not an idiot. They would love for you to be an idiot. However, I see beautiful divine protection all around you. This person or persons got revealed. Spirit was not going to let them take advantage of you for much longer. Not that it let it happen. There was a major lesson in it. I want to know, because we have shadow work. What about it? What was the lesson? Make a choice. You had to make a choice. You. Not about survival, not about being hyper alert. This exhausted you of all of that. And I think that the abandonment issue was exhausted. It's like, you want to just go. Honestly, go. I don't care anymore. So this is, okay, take away all of that crap. What is left? You want to make a choice. And I see that that's what happened with you. You're like, I don't have to be here. I don't have to be engaging in this conversation with you people. And yeah, ooh, something just fell. Hang on. I'm gonna pick this up with my monkey toes because I'm incredibly, talented. Right, that's not working. I'm not talented right now. These are people who couldn't overcome themselves and who, God, this was in the mini reads. Definitely watch those. It was something I posted on Instagram. Can you see the trail here? It's always like precogging into something. I flippin' love it. Okay. Some people die at 25 and aren't buried until they're 75. This is the kind of person you're dealing with. They are not working on themselves. They refuse to work on themselves. They don't see themselves as the problem. Isn't that fun? They hold themselves back. They think, woe is me, why is the world after me? That's the thing. They try to project that on you, making you this person when it was them. It was them. You couldn't figure out why somebody would do this to somebody else. You couldn't figure out why people just couldn't work on their own crap and get out of their own way, why they couldn't better themselves in life. And I see the healing that needs to take place in this, that's not going to take place in this, especially with you around, because not for nothing, you're intimidating. The reason why people try and keep you down so low is because you are intimidating. They see the potential in you. They're not going to let you know that. They're going to try and dumb it down for you. That's like one of my favorite things that people do when they try and dumb it down on you. Oh, you think you're cool doing that. You want attention. That is something that I've heard in personal readings. That is something that I've heard in life. That is something that I've heard and seen in other people's lives. Do not let people talk to you that way. It is a joke. It is always about them and very little about you. But again, you being the light that you are, yeah. People are going to try and squash that because you are not going to outshine them. Look, you're not holding anything back. You never did. You're like the worst nightmare with that because you refuse to be held back. So there is a threat of how risky this behavior was about you. I think that is another projection on you, but also the fact that you could fail. You better be careful because you will fail. Great. Congratulations. Anything could fail. You got to try though. This, we have the Tower. We also have the Two of Cups. We have the Chariot. We also have the Hierophant. This is all big message here. So what I'm seeing is you actually finding the correct connections in your life by divine tower moments. So this is new commitments that are coming in place of whatever the toxic commitment is. Where do I want to go now? Wisdom of the Oracle? No. Okay, so messages from your angels wants to make an appearance. Tell me more about this. Okay. This is about you, spirituality and arts, so on and so forth. You have an important life purpose revolving around communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. This is not taking anything of what was said to you from these very self-deprecating and infuriating energies that you're walking away from. It's you actually going above and beyond and working in communications, living in communications, and also being the student at this point in time, being in this new chapter, you are student material, learning how to cope and communicate so much more. So let's see. And we have, as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. I think one of the hangups on this is how quickly things pay off for you, which is going to add insult to injury. Now, I'm not saying nah to anybody who's on the opposing side of this with you, but the agitation is going to be there because the work that you are doing and the self-mastery that you have done is really going to pay off with whatever this new embarking field is for you. It feels incredibly fulfilling, but also it's something that's shining the light on somebody else's lack of work. And then we have this, which is to make your decision which way brings you closer to your divine purpose. That's what this is about. And which way takes you away from it. So this could be involving, let's see what's standing out in this one. No, I wanted, okay, so apparently you want to come out, okay. Okay, not feeling that one. Interesting. Okay, so this is either healthy relationships, which are about love, you and following your ambitions in life, you getting to the best of both parties, not the crap show that you just walked away from. And being very clear about what you desire. I think that you know exactly what you want, and Spirit is helping you overcome any challenges in the earthly realm to actually get it. So this is kind of that thing where people are going to, not that you should care what anyone says, but there's going to be a factor of, see, everything works out for everyone else, but just never for me. So whoever the self-victimizing idiot is in this is going to be even more self-victimizing because it's happening for you. Like things are coming into gear really fast for you. And it's like, you see, why is that everybody else? Because you haven't done the work, moron. You haven't self-mastered, you haven't faced your shadows, and you keep trying to bury other people. So knock it off. It's pretty much what we're looking at right here. So now we're going to go towards daily guidance from your angels. A lot of angel messages, giving and receiving and abundance. There is a huge windfall that is coming your way. This is going to be something that changes your family life, and it's also something that you need to clearly ask for. So what are the changes that you are clearly asking for? All right, acceptance is going to be a major part of that. I feel like there's one more in here, so bear with me one moment. Be honest with yourself. Okay, you know what that means, right? It's not about what your guardians wanted. It's not about what was cool growing up. It's not about any of that. What do you want? What do you want? Even if it feels stupid to say it out loud, what do you want? You're not going to get what you want unless you actually know what you want and say what you want and declare what you want as yours. So this is talking about time to go, and we are looking into, hold on. What's this? Okay, so these bad boys want to come out. No more from this deck, please. Your life is going to be incredibly playful. The transition into this playful stage is beautiful. Your heart is going through healing, and I see that you're starting to let yourself drift and wander again, where I think that you've probably felt incredibly stupid doing that for a time being because of the chumps. I'm going to say it, the chumps that you surrounded yourself with. Not everybody is going to support you, and that's the thing. Look at who's supporting you with this. The criticizers, you're going to know them. You know that language well. So what I'm seeing here is you know that it's time to go. You cannot get what you do not ask for. And what you ask for, depending on where your heart is with it, Spirit is going to know if this is out of fear or if it's out of love and trust. And also when you are opening that channel and getting communication with Source and Spirit, you will have signs and synchronicities on it. And right now, Spirit is telling you that you are moving on and it is time to go, and that you can start envisioning the future again, and that you can actually get playful with it. It's a major wake-up call for you. And now I'm being pulled to the Rider-Waite. Your heart is going to go through healing. If you're looking for a relationship, I want you to know that you have either found what you are looking for that's going to teach you incredible lessons, or you are about to. And also, it's time to leave the past behind in order to have this and have a healthy relationship. But if you've had nothing but broken cycles in the past, like it's been really tragic, it's been tough, there's been a lot of failures and hardships, not only in relationships, but in personal life and your ambitions. Know that right now, you're stepping into a really creative part where you will get to feel this out entirely and have it be something that is beautiful and playful. So let's see what's coming out. Okay. Don't bundle it. Don't bundle everything that you think that you should. All right, so I'm putting all of this in this one station. And if this is going here, then I should really want this. I don't really want this, but I know that this goes with it. Stop doing that. This is very itemized stuff that you are doing. You're going to start to create guilt and stress for yourself where it has no place being. And it's also a point of you gaslighting yourself into things that you don't really want, which I think that you have done that in the past, which, why are you doing that now? So this is starting to defend the little bits that you do want to change and start charging in after them. We have the Three of Swords. So this, again, check out the mini reads, please. You are going to get guff from people who do not support you. They will try and marginalize it, ridicule it. They'll do a lot of projection in this and try and knock you down off whatever this manic pedestal that you're on, which feels amazing. and they'll try and get you down to their, whatever the peg is that they are. But I need you to not sink to that level. Remember that people who are not supporting you in this, they may think that they have the best intentions with you, but as long as it's not illegal, as long as it's not violent or dangerous, then you really have no cause for concern. So don't let anybody talk you out of that with this. Follow your ambitions. I get that some of you are going to be dealing with risk. The risk is going to be worth the reward. And again, not telling you to do anything dangerous or illegal. All right. Starseed Oracle, work your magic. Wait, a new earth. So this is happening. God, my nose is itching right now. You have to harness this energy, and you have to trust it. You have to trust that it's about to rocket you into something. This has Horus energy around it, but I also want you to harness it, because even in the middle of looking at this, it went from Horus to harness to Horus. So a lot of illusional synchronicities are happening. Hold the vision of what? It's not time yet. Things are being woven. Okay, so this is coming into practice right now. Whatever your coping mechanism, you are letting go of it right now. So you actually might be really triggered into relapsing with something or someone in your life. Spirit is telling you that coping tool ain't working. All right. What's this? Messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. Then we have, okay. Share your song, frequency, and sound, diving deep. Lightworker Starseed, serve the world by being you. So this is actually interesting. I don't know if you have ever seen or read the book, Horton Hears a Who. Yeah, I know. I'm going all over the place with this. Not lost on me. Remember Horton Hears a Who, whether it's the book or the movie, and if you don't remember it at all, look it up. At the end, one of the mayor's kids is trying to break the sound barrier, and everybody is making all the sounds, so the higher or the larger life forms hear that it exists and that it's worth protecting. So this is saying you're not seeing or feeling or hearing something right now. It doesn't mean that it's taking off. It means that you need to consistently keep doing what you're doing, because it is building a huge pack of power and is about to have this major breakthrough. And when that breakthrough happens, that's when the noise, the action is unstoppable. But Spirit, Source, God, whatever you want to say, is preparing you this right now. So it's important that giving up is not a thing. It's important that you keep doing these changes and work that you are doing, because the pressure is building up into this new plane of existence with you, with happiness, with love, with ambition. And it's also important that you do not hide any aspect of yourself. There's nothing about you that needs to be hidden. So this is going to be restoring balance, even through that consistency or persistency. Yeah. And let's see, it looks like it slows down in the beginning and the end. The middle is when all the personal work for you is coming into play. So what needs to heal right now in order for this to happen? Your health, a miracle. God, you're going to have a complete overhaul. Your mental health and attitude towards relationships, thus allowing for the improved relationships to really set down roots. Ooh. And also with those relationships, trusting your intuitive guides with, where this is leading you, who's going to play what role in your life, and acceptance, because the acceptance has to start with you. I know that it's great where you'd be like, okay, no, I accept, I love myself. Great. Do you really though? Because there are certain things that I feel that you would want to change about yourself that you don't actually care enough to change about, because it's not really that important to you. It was impression to be important by somebody else, which there comes in the people pleasing. You have to start exercising your own authenticity, your own energy, and start building up on that. So if you follow all the advice on this and be very careful about what you do allow around you, the likely result of this, aside from amazing, is going to be what? You know, the incense went out again, but there's really no time left in this, so I'm just gonna light this a little bit. Don't judge. I don't like waste. I hate waste, actually. That's one of my many issues. I absolutely detest wasting stuff. If there's something that is still usable in it, I'm like, let's work this out. Come on. All right, if you follow all the advice, and the likely result of this will be you moving on to incredibly greener pastures in life and within self. Okay, and then, oh my God, self-mastery and a whole round of new doors opening up. Everything in divine order. All the gears are in perfect motions. You are saying yes to life, the universe, and yourself. It is all in collaboration. It is all in alignment. All right, I flippin' love this. And you will be separating from the old. Don't let it manipulate you. You're not in the wrong. It's just, this is very advantageous, or taking advantage of energy. And there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Your life is going to ease up. Don't let anybody else plug back into your life that you just had to let go of, because it is going to drag you down again, and you are ready to move on. Okay, you're ready. You're ready to make this life happen. You have all your tools in front of you. Let it build up so that they can know that you are here and you will have your breakthrough. It's not you. You have to let some unstable people and inconsistent people go. Whether it's toxic, whether it's just dead weight in your life, start to see where you can put in the separation. I'm not telling you to ghost everybody, but it's the access that you allow people to have towards you. Does that make sense? All right, this has been the Daily Tarot and Oracle, the daily insight on life and love for January 6, 2022, also being timeless. If you do have questions about booking a private session, again, find the email address provided or find me on social platforms and send me a DM. I do look forward to hearing from you, and until next time, stay safe, have fun, and just know that you're greatly loved and appreciated. Bye for now. Hey there. So, I am looking at these cards, and it's frustrating. I'm frustrated for you, because it looks like you're juggling so much, and it's like you're not making the headway that you would have hoped or that you would want. So what I'm seeing here is somebody has control over the situation. Someone is being very controlling of you and whatever this instability is. And I think that it's kind of like working in their favor. So whoever is making you dependent on them, it's time to really take a stone cold sober look at them right now, because they're being a manipulative F-wad and you need to hold them accountable. I see that you're going to pull yourself away as a resource, and this is where things are going to start to pay off for you. You have been made to be dependent on whatever this is, whether it's a person or a job, but it's not going to work anymore. You're pulling yourself away from this scenario. And what I see here is shadow work. Don't you love it? It's always shadow work. It's always stinking shadow work. I'm done with shadow work. Aren't you done with shadow work? I hate shadow work. This is what we're doing right now. So listen, I see that you're going to be incredibly grounded and practical in the steps that you need to take. You're going to face whatever hardship with your head held high. I don't even feel like it's going to be an actual hardship. I think that this is just waiting for things to get hard in your life. Don't let your mind go into the gutter with that. I'm begging you, watching this, don't let your mind go into the gutter. Okay, remember, we're adults here, I think. Anyway, what I see here is you're worried about whatever hardship is coming about, but listen, you are a lot more stable and grounded than you realize. You are setting a new foundation for yourself, and it is going to take a while to grow. But it is so much better than you juggling what you've been forced to juggle for somebody else. And again, this feels like total misgivings. I really feel like this person played off of whatever the energy was. I feel like they were initially charming, but that didn't stay very long now, did it? So the Two of Pentacles turns into the Four. You're no longer going to be juggling. You are going to be stable. You are going to be consistent. And whatever energy this is that's kept you dependent on them, either through fear or just complete delusional whatever, it's going to be squashed. And you know, you're going to come out on top. I love it. So this, don't worry about this. It's not going to come to pass. It's just fear. This is going to be what empowers this bad boy over here. All right, get your power back. Up to it. Hey there, if you found your way across this, chances are you might need to hear this mini message. So listen with an open heart and an open mind. Starting over here, I have 2 separate decks in front of me. Okay. This is really interesting because it gets this feeling of reflection, but next to this, it's like new beginnings. Okay, so check yourself before you wreck yourself. Like that's the mentality that I'm having around this. This feels like a major fear of moving forward, but also a major fear of staying stuck. It's a fear of either direction, really, like knowing that you're moving on, knowing that, you know, afraid of moving on, knowing that you have to move on, afraid of being stuck, knowing that you've been stuck. This isn't really about a creative project. This is about you and creatively connecting to the source and spirit and really taking in their guidance. Creativity is a source of divinity. What I'm getting from this is you're wondering if you're interpreting your spirit messages correctly. Let's dissect this. Did this seriously just go out? You want to? Fine. I already had one ready. We're going to do this. Okay. I think this one's dragon's blood. Wonder if it's locally sourced dragon's blood. Okay, anyway. So what is the deal with the spirit guide information? What message are they trying to give you? Not so fast. You haven't mastered yourself. You're staying put until you really work on yourself. So you have really nothing that you need to fix about yourself, rather than it's important that you let go. And it's every perceived personal failure that you've ever done. Seriously, all this wand energy, I'm surrounded by wands in this. Oy vey. You're taking it as something that you constantly have to work on about yourself. When Spirit is saying, listen, you're outrunning yourself while doing that. Can you please learn to stay put? Actually look at yourself. That's the whole point of the self-reflection. Will you take a look at yourself? Realize that there's nothing more that you can add to yourself. You don't need to add anymore. It's time that you let go. This is everything that you've held on to, every bit of your baggage. You're not a failure. You're not anything negative in this. That's the key. That's what you have to learn to let go of. Every false accusation or pain or baggage piece that you have carried in your life. This is for you to let go. This is going to be a 2-parter. I'm not even quitting here. So the Knight of Wands is, okay. Let's see. What is this Knight of Wands about? Juggling and the epic highs and lows that you're feeling. It's like emotional badminton or something. If you move on, that means that you haven't learned. That's at least the thought process. You're emotionally attached to your mishaps in life, whatever you want to gear them as. Spirit is saying you have a very close connection to your source of inferiority. So what we have here, let's see, what's this? It's making you emotionally unstable, and Spirit's like, listen, we got to quit this. There's too many things that you're meant to do in this life to let this be part of your story. So it's a lot of mental willpower, but also escalation for you, because we have the Empress. This energy is about, it's again, connecting to source and spirit and interpreting their message and actually trusting what is being said to you rather than picking apart and having like a spiritual surgery on it. What I'm seeing here is not watering any more dead seeds. And I mean that in the most figurative way possible. You are on a new path. And I think that that's why you're like, are you sure? Are you sure? Like, new path, new, not NW, or sorry, not NW. It's the NU with the obelisks in it. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. But anyway, so it's new, N-E-W, not N-U with the obelisks. It's an entirely new path, which is scaring the crap out of you because you know that this is what you're being geared towards. But You've been so stuck for so long that this has become, your prison has actually become like a cushion for you. So the best foot forward in that I'm seeing is we're going to be looking towards, what deck is this? The Wisdom of the Avalon, Colette Baron Reed. I think I'm obsessed with her work. The Bard. Yeah. History, the enchantment of storytelling. It's time that you speak out. And that's also going with creativity. The Owl, deception and wisdom. And then we have the Raven, magic coincidences and synchronistic events. You got to tell about your story, what has happened, and what signs you've been getting about it. I think a lot is going to be clicking into place, and it's actually going to free you up to move on. I see you actually successfully moving on into something that is beautiful, pure bliss. Yeah, you're strong, and you want to know what? We're not getting away with deception anymore. So that's actually wonderful. Congrats. I think that you have been sad for long enough. I think that you have been overwhelmed for long enough. I think that you have been hurt for long enough, and it sucks that it even went on this long. So what I'm looking at here is, first off, this really feels like the hurt is extending, I think, through, I know this is going to sound weird, and it might not make sense. It's not going to make sense to everybody, but this extends to childhood with you. And now it's like you are realizing how many opportunities that you missed just based off of hurt alone, because this has affected your life in every way that you have acted, behaved, and every choice that you have made. That childhood sadness or pain or whatever the emotion is, it doesn't feel exactly positive. This is being addressed right now. And why is it being addressed? Well, because you are the emperor on the throne. I think that you are very aware, painfully aware of cycles in your life. And what I'm seeing is you got to be prepared to upset somebody, like upset a lot of people, because the change that you are going to implement for yourself. What I'm seeing here is you're not running. You're not just going to fade away from somebody's life. You are going to be more than prepared to upset them. They're going to have to get to a new, used to a new version of you. If they can't handle it, that's really on them. I see that you are absolutely free. I see that you are free from whatever this is. You're not going to allow yourself to be saddened and discarded just because somebody else is okay with it. In fact, the fact that they were okay with it is disgusting. And I think that you are witnessing exactly that cycle. And whoever this is, who's been okay with, I guess, taking advantage of you in whatever way this is. And I think that you're going to be healthily getting in touch with the rage. And I'm getting that because of the Emperor. I think that you're going to do a lot of confronting this time around. I think that there's going to be a lot of conversations that you are going to press for. What's this? Yeah, you got to begin again. And you want to know what? You're not going to let any floozies come along with you on this one. You've been horrible with boundaries, and this is what you're going to be slamming in front of people moving forward. They're not going to like it. They're going to have to wake the heck up like you did. So it looks like it's actually time to be quiet. I'm not telling you to shut up. There's something that you need to be quiet around right now so that something can be revealed to you. This is going to be very sobering reality coming into play. I think that what you've been clinging on to, whatever is going to be revealed is going to free you up from that. And I see the pain that's going along with this. There's a lot of earth energy around this, and the feelings of it are all over the place, not lost at all. The great thing is it ends in de-escalation. Whatever this is, I'm feeling addiction surrounding it. This could be anything. It could be anything from addiction to exercise to some sort of escapism, drugs, alcohol, even relations. Notice how I didn't say relationships, but relationships. Okay, anyway, so I see that this is going to be revealed about whoever it is that you had hung on to. And it feels like I cannot believe this. You believe it, but it's like, how could this happen? How could this be the truth of this person? Holy crap, and how could they have hid it from me for so long? You're about to really learn a really interesting lesson about somebody, but I see that this is being in your best interest to free you up from it. It's going to take a while to get over. I do feel like this is going to set up a new foundation for you without that energy being part of whatever this is. So, tell me more about that, because you have been stuck and unable to move on from this energy, and this is emotional containment. I do feel like you've been pretty contained for yourself. I think that this was a very dependent connection that really challenged a lot of values. I think there's been a lot of values that have been challenged in this, and you're about to find out why, because it's not even traditional values I'm worried about. You have always questioned the status quo on that stuff. This is going to stress you out because your values were not held in place, and it was not working, and it's been completely void of getting better, working on itself. So what I see here is there's a major sense of divine protection around you that would not let this come to fulfillment in the past. And the revealing is going to be, I guess, what was hidden, like the shadows, the closets. It's been a really long road in getting here with you. So I see that there's a lot of recognition going on with, I think, exactly what you've overcome. I don't think that you understand how big of a feat this was. I don't think that you understand that people saw how much you have changed, stepped into your personal best. And it's not like a judgment, oh, like they were crap before. No, that's not it. This is, oh my God, somebody who was so quick to subject their beliefs to change, their hopes, their loyalty, their faith, their values. People noticed when you would fold in the past. They noticed how you were just trying to make everybody happy. Such people-pleasing tendencies. But they're seeing you stand up for yourself now. This is something that you don't understand is so admirable. So many people die. In fact, not to be that person, I posted this on my IG earlier. I'm so sorry to be that person right now. I don't mean to be that person. Some people die at 25 and aren't buried until they're 75. Ben Franklin said that. And that's actually feeling like this little mini read right here. I don't think that you're willing to die for somebody else's comfort anymore, somebody else's system of values and beliefs. I think that you're more expressive with yourself. And I see that you're not going to compromise yourself anymore. You have overly compromised yourself. So this is going to be a quiet time of introspection with you. And let's see, we have the Ace of Wands. This one is always incredibly passionate. I think that you are going to be the most excitable person, because with what you're finding out about yourself, I think that you really like yourself. I think that you are not naturally, nobody's naturally a cynic. Even George Carlin said that a cynic is just a disappointed idealist. I don't think that you're a cynic. I don't think that you're a cynic. I think that you use it as a cloak to keep a certain sense of safety with you. But I think that you are about to be irrationally happy and completely fulfilled. I do feel like you are going to be fulfilled. I do. But I also feel like you're going to let yourself be completely present in that fulfillment. So this is major growth that has happened for you. This beautiful new cycle that's coming into play. It feels like you're taking the Band-Aid off and the wound has healed. And now it's time for you to actually be in action with this. So congrats on your victory.